America's top diplomat is hosting his Indian counterpart.
It's a pleasure to welcome my friend and colleague.
U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken met India's Minister of External Affairs at the State Department.
We thank the U.S. for all the support at the G20 summit.
But it's Canada that's hanging over their meeting.
Mr. Secretary, is Canada impacting your relationship?
While they were quiet in front of the cameras, there are concerns being expressed behind the scenes. 3 sources told Global News Canada's allies were shocked by the decision to go public and are deeply concerned about how it will affect the relationship with India. Last week, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau revealed Canada has credible intelligence Indian agents may be linked to the killing of Sikh leader Hardeep Singh Nijjar. Trudeau says he's certain Blinken raised the issue with the Indian External Affairs Minister.
Yes, the Americans have been with us in speaking to the Indian government about how important it is that they be involved in following up on the credible allegations.
The White House would not comment.
What I will say, however, is that we have consistently engaged with the Indian government on this question and have urged them to cooperate.
Despite the close relationship between the U.S. and Canada, this South Asia expert believes it has limits.
I think it's a tough spot that the U.S. is in that it needs to balance its close alliance with Canada with its strategic partnership with India.
Boosting that partnership is a major U.S. foreign policy goal, as Washington courts India as a counterweight to China.
The U.S. will draw the line because of who the target of this allegation is. This is not a rogue state.
U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken is meeting with his Indian counterpart. Did you get any assurances from the U.S. administration that Secretary Blinken will raise allegations Canada's made about India's role in the murder of Hardeep Singh Nijjar?
Yes. The Americans have been with us in speaking to the Indian government about how important it is that they be involved in following up on the credible allegations that agents of the Indian government killed a Canadian citizen on Canadian soil. This is something that all democratic countries, all countries that respect the rule of law, need to take seriously. And we are moving forward in a thoughtful, responsible way, anchored in the rule of law with all of our partners, including with in our approach to the government of India.
And Mr. Prime Minister, just very quickly.
Oui, je peux vous assurer que les conversations qu'on a eues avec nos alliés aux États-Unis et ailleurs nous rassurent que certainement
we are sure of that suddenly Americans will discuss about this issue with the Indian government. It's a concern for all the countries that fight for human rights and democratic countries. They want credible allegations for government officers and the people who would have been involved in the murder of a Canadian citizen on Canadian soil. So it's something that we take seriously.
What should we make of the fact that Secretary Blinken is going ahead with this meeting with the Indian counterpart, despite the allegations that Canada is making?
Oh, I think it's extremely important that all of us continue to engage constructively and seriously with the government of India. India is a growing economic power and important geopolitical player. And as we presented with our Indo-Pacific strategy just last year, we're very serious about building closer ties with India. At the same time, obviously, as a rule of law country, we need to emphasize that India needs to work with Canada to ensure that we get the full facts of this matter.